Have you ever sit in class in boredom and just wanted to do something to pass the time? Who am I kidding? No one's been in class for what feels like an eternity already. All it took was just one class suspension and boom! You'll never be back in class again. Going back from our small tantrum, me and my friends back in high school would practice pen tapping, the art of wasting time properly. Today, I wanted to see if I still have my muscle memory back in the day and relearn some of this stuff. If you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. It will mean the world to me. Thank you. Like learning all skill, we'll need a pen suitable for practicing. For this one, I'll just look for something that has a cover, and that should be enough. The first thing we will learn is the basics, which typically involves 3 basic sounds, taps, whichever suits your taste. The first one is the bass, which will be using the wrist part of your hand, and it should sound like this. Don't slam your hand too much, just enough to make a decent sound. This sound will then be followed by the snare, which uses the tip of the pen making this sound. The last one will be the snap. For this one, you will need to slam the whole body of the pen to whatever surface you're using. We'll be using numbers to represent the sounds. 1 for the bass, 2 for the snare, and the third one is for the snap. Oh, keep in mind, you can also use your other hand, although it is mostly used for snare. When using the other hand snare, we'll refer to it as 4 to not get confused. Now that we know the basics, we'll proceed to learn some basic beats. The first one is the 1, 2, 3, 2. My method for learning stuff that requires muscle memory is to basically do it as slow as possible but maintaining 100% accuracy. There's also this quote from Two-Set Violin that goes along the lines of, "If you can do it slowly, you can do it quickly." After a couple of minutes of solid practice, I was finally able to do it consistently without failing, and it looks a little something like this. Moving on, the next beat we're going to learn is something like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2. Comparing this one to the previous one is quite more challenging to say the least. Not much is needed to be said about this beat since it's pretty straightforward. All I need to do is focus on practicing. After some time, this is the fruit of my labor. Sounds about alright. Moving on to a more complex beat that loops perfectly when done correctly, this beat has a pattern of 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, then repeat. When done right, it should sound like this. This beat took me the longest to learn so far for obvious reasons, of course. By a long time, I meant like a solid 10 minutes. Although it took a little while longer for me to be able to do it at quite an amazing speed. Adding another level of complexity to pan tapping, the final beat I wanted to learn is a more complex version of the second one. We increased the difficulty by adding the 4th step to each of the succeeding beat, making it a 1-4-2-4 3-4 1-4 2-4 1-4 3-4 2-4. Whoa, what a mouthful. Don't let the increase in numbers be an intimidating factor, since all we're doing is just adding another hand with one beat to our track essentially. Now that we have some beat in our inventory, let's showcase the whole thing. We'll do it in the order that we've learned them. Followed by the second one. Next one is the and the final beat. This has been quite a ride. Relearning things that used to entertain me brings me great joy, and being able to share it with you. If you're still here, why not consider supporting the channel by leaving a like and subscribing for future videos like this. See ya!